Hey, welcome back, guys, and I'm really excited about this video because I just want to say that Forex isn't easy, okay? And although people might see my results and see in the group how we're trading, I just want to make you guys aware that 90% of traders, okay, lose 90% of their deposit within the first 90 days of making that deposit. And this is commonly known as the 90-90 phenomenon. If you haven't heard about it, you should be aware about it. What this video is actually going to show you is how to get into the top 10%, not the top 1%, 2%, but in the top 10% of traders who don't fall foul to this phenomenon. Okay, so in this video, we're going to be looking at four things you need to make four things that you need to make money in trading Forex, okay? And the first thing that you need is liquidity. You need to be trading at a time where there are lots of buyers and sellers in the marketplace. You also need to have volatility as well. So things that affect volatility would be like economic news, political, social factors out there, which can affect the price and the value of the price of the pair that you're actually trading. And being aware when those things can happen and how to take advantage will put you well clear of that 90% of people that actually lose their deposit within 90 days, okay? A second thing that you're going to need in order to make money in Forex is, without saying, you need a brokerage account. Now, if you need recommendations for a brokerage account, there's a link below which shows you the ones that I use. But you also need like a live brokerage account, guys, not a demo account. Now, we can't buy houses or, you know, pay our bills, buy cars or whatever it is, send your children to school with demo money. Okay, so whilst a demo account has its benefits, you actually need to have a live brokerage account. You cannot withdraw money from a demo account. Okay, guys, so trade with a live account that gives you good spreads, and I've got a recommendation down below, the one that I actually use. But most importantly, what you need to make money in trading Forex is you need a trading system, okay? Now, the trading system that I use is called the Agimat Fx Pro 2018. I also use one for scalping as well, but in particular, my main go-to trading system is the Agimat Fx Pro, and you can see a full review if you click on the top right-hand side of this video. Will take you to a review, and you can go and grab your system right there. Without any of these in place, you're going to fall into the 90% of people who lose their 90% of their deposit within 90 days. So please follow this, and let's look at some of the best pairs to trade and when to trade them. Now, if you look at the Forex market, okay, the Forex market is open. They say 24/6, okay, but the Forex market is open from 9 p.m. GMT, okay? Remember to just change these to the time zones that you're in. During the day, there are periods with more liquidity and volatility. Remember, you need liquidity. You need buyers and traders. You need buyers and sellers actually exchanging currency. So the best periods to trade really are these overlaps. Okay, so where you see here the Asian market, okay, you have the Asian, you have the London, and you have the New York session. These are the three main markets. The London and New York session make up 60% of the volume of trades across the globe. So it would make sense to be awake or to be alert around London and New York. But where you're going to make most of your money is the first 3 hours of the Asian London session and the first 3 hours of the London New York session. Now, trust me, guys, if you stick to being disciplined to trade those times only, and with the pairs that I recommend here, you're going to do very well, and you'll fall into the top 10% of these traders who actually withdraw 90% of their money after 90 days or even before. Okay, so looking at this is the setup that we use. We want to trade the overlap, so we want to trade from 7 to 8 Asian to London, and then we want to trade New York and London overlap as well. Okay, now let's have a look at some of the best pairs to trade and why. So if we break it down into the Asian, London, and New York session, you have NZD JPY, very good to go to pair, NZD USD, USD JPY, and don't forget GBP NZD and Euro NZD. Now, depending on which broker you're with my broker, the spread's a little bit higher on GBP and Euro NZD. okay? But with lower spreads or fees, you could trade like NZD USD and USD JPY. Again, why are you trading during the Asian session is because you're going to be trading the overlap of the New York and the Asian session, so you need pairs which are correlating with those times. Don't forget that the volatility is going to be affected by news, and news happens when people are awake and not asleep. If the Asian market is awake, they're going to be talking about all sorts of political stuff, so you really need to be aware of that. Let's have a look at what you would trade during London session. Euro USD, GBP JPY is a very good go-to pair because you're trading the Asian and the London overlap. And then you have GBP CHF. You know, again, if you're really looking to make big profits, guys, you want to be trading these pairs, okay? So even if you just trade and you choose one pair from here, one pair from here, I'm a big advocate of not following 30 pairs, 40 pairs. Just hold 6 pairs, guys. That's all you really need, and get to know those pairs intimately. So you could choose any one of these, two from here, 2 from here, and 2 from New York, and just really get to know those pairs intimately and trade them only. Some of these pairs actually move 150 pips in one day. And how many pips do you really need, guys, to make bank on a daily basis? Don't talk about on a weekly basis. That's almost 600 pips a week with just one pair, okay? And even if you don't catch the whole slide or the whole sell or the whole buy, you can still do pretty well if you caught 50 pips for 6 pairs. That's still 300 pips in a week, all right? So GBP USD, of course, you've got the overlap with the British pound and the USD. Okay, you've got USD CHF, similar type of things with the Swissy and the US dollar, the greenback. Australian USD, now you're looking to go into more of the New York Asian session, but again, a very good time and a really nice spreads on AUD USD. And the dark horses would be CAD CHF and USD CAD. Okay, so guys, those are the golden nuggets that I have for you today. I've been moving house, and now I've settled into my new home. I'm hoping to bring you more value, letting you know some of the ways that we're actually trading in the group. If you want to join the group and trade with us with the Agimat, click on the link below and you can join us in there. We're doing extremely well. We're now back to trading full time again in the group and seeing some amazing results and testimonies with people using the Agimat Fx Pro. So check it out in the link in the description, and until next time, trade well.